To me, time is everything. It's on our wrists, in our pockets, in the classroom, and on your computer. Time is unescapable. However, that wasn't the case a couple hundred years ago. It wasn't all that long ago where people actually had to go outside to know what time it was. And there were times in history where o'clock didn't even exist. We were left with only two different times of the day: sunrise and sunset. Now, in 2014, we live minute by minute. Without even looking at the clock right now, I guarantee you know it's definitely later than a certain time, and most definitely earlier than another. Clocks and time dictate our lives. And see, a few nights ago it came to my attention that every night before I go to sleep, I set my alarm on my phone, which then tells me how long I have to sleep until the alarm goes off. And see, this might sound very innovative, and in fact, I love the feature, until today. Today was the day that I questioned if this feature helps or hinders my life. There might be an actual answer, but for the sake of this video, I'd have to say it was a hindrance. So do I really need to know how much sleep I'm gonna get? Well, the National Sleep Foundation states that teens and adults need around 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night, which of course varies from the individual. And with that being said, what does my brain think when I set my alarm and it tells me that I have 6 hours and 59 minutes to sleep? Though it's only 1 minute shy of 7 hours, my mind immediately thinks that even if I go to sleep right this second, I won't have enough sleep. But why? Well, honestly, I don't know. But something I am sure about is that if I were to go to sleep without knowing what time it is, or how much time there is until I have to wake up, I'll have a better sleep. And in turn, I'll wake up in a better mood. So whether I know or not that I'm only getting 6 hours and 59 minutes of sleep will not dictate how much sleep I actually get. But knowing I won't receive sufficient amounts of sleep will leave me in my bed with my mind wandering, thinking negative thoughts, which is not a good way to get yourself ready for bed. So aside from the aspect of knowing the time and how it affects you, I want to touch upon how our day is only roughly 24 hours long. Seems obvious, but what if it was 26 hours long? Today I woke up around noon, and I knew that I had about 12 to 15 hours of being an awake, productive person. And with that time, I still had to shower, eat, brush my teeth, and all the other things that life calls for. So that really cuts into my time. Now I'm left with a fixed amount of time for an unimaginable amount of things, and that's no good. So with the day being only 24 hours long, you really have to weigh out what's most important. For instance, this weekend I've got a lot on my plate. Homework, studying, hanging out with friends, going to practice. But I don't really need to do any of these things. They're kind of just what I find most important. So aren't there other things I like to do? Well, of course, but time doesn't really allow it. I'd love to skateboard more, catch up on TV shows, go hiking, make a mixtape, travel, but time doesn't really allow it. In essence, your time's bitch. What I'm trying to get at is that in a realistic world, we do what's most important first, and leave what's fun for last. So if you could take one thing out of watching this video, just know that your day is only so long, and that's never ever ever gonna change. But what you can change is what you care to do with that time. And that's some food for thought.